Hi, I'm Wayne. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be smoking baby back ribs. I'm going to be doing it with an apple cider mopping sauce. It's not a barbecue sauce, it's a mopping sauce. You'll baste the ribs as they smoke. They're fabulous. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the mopping sauce. Make this mopping sauce. We're going to start with 1 cup of apple cider. One cup of apple cider, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard, all of that, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1, 2. Now 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and finish it off with 2 teaspoons of good old Tabasco sauce. I'm going to whisk that all together. And this is going to be our mopping sauce. Now there's no brown sugar or any type of sugar besides apple cider juice in this. Unlike many sauces for ribs or other barbecues, it's loaded with brown sugar. This isn't. We're good to go. Okay, the mopping sauce is done. Mix it up real well. Now I have a baking sheet here lined with plastic. I'm gonna take my baby back ribs. Now I've already taken the membrane off the back. I know everybody already knows this, but there's a membrane on the back here you want to peel off because it's hard, it does not render down, you don't want to chew it. I'm gonna take these, put these right on the rack. And I'm going to take this mopping sauce, a little barbecue brush, just going to baste it a little bit here. Now I've set some of this aside for later on, for when the ribs are done, to mop it when it's complete. I don't want to have meat touch the juices here. So I have a couple of containers of this set aside. Don't want to make people sick here. There we go. Just mop that on there. I'm going to let this sit in the fridge for about an hour or 2, and then we'll come back. Okay, the ribs are in the refrigerator. They're going to be in there for about an hour or 2, letting them absorb that mopping cider sauce. Now I'm going to make the rub for these ribs. I'm going to take a tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of chili powder. These measurements don't have to be exact. You can change, add a little more, add a little, take a little away if you want. 2 teaspoons of garlic, minced or granulated. Please do not use garlic salt. It's going to add way too much salt. We're already added the salt separately. 2 teaspoons of paprika. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. And 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This isn't going to make it super spicy or anything. It's just going to add a little zing to it. Now we'll just mix that up. And notice again, there is no sugar in this rub. A lot of rubs for ribs have brown sugar in it, which makes a fantastic bark. This is just going to give it some flavoring. Been in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, just letting that mop sauce absorb. Now we're going to take that rub we made and put it all over these ribs. Just get it on there generously. Put it in there. I'm going to do both sides. Now, before I took these out of the fridge, I fired up my pellet grill smoker. I'm going to put that up to about 220, 225 degrees. Flip it over and put the rest on here. Find any little missing spots. I think we got it. Now I'm going to set these out, leave this out here. Too much noise out here. It's windy and cold out today. My Camp Chef pellet grill is up to heat. Smoke is going. Let's put these ribs right in the center here. I'm going to cover that up. And we're going to keep that closed for about an hour. Then after an hour, we're going to come back and hit it with a mopping stick. Okay, the ribs have been on about an hour, hour and a half. It's very windy out here, so the camera's moving a little bit. Now it's time to mop them with our cider mopping sauce. Look at that. Mop in there. Actually, I have a little mop. You can use a paintbrush, whatever you do your stuff with. Gonna mop that right on there. Oh, it smells so good. All right, close that up. About another half hour, we'll come out, took the ribs off the barbecue. They were on there for almost 4 hours. It's a little cold outside and windy, so the temperature took a little longer. But basted on them every half hour after the hour mark with the apple cider mop sauce, and they're ready. So let's do this. Cut this right down the middle. Now, when I do ribs or any other meat, you can see recipes where they'll give you a temperature and smoke them for 4 hours and they're done. No, every piece of meat is different. These are some thick ribs. These were almost a 4-pound rack of baby back pork ribs. They took some time. There's several methods you can do. You can do a thermometer, instant read thermometer in there. Or you can do like I do, is where you take this, and the tongs on the grill, pick it up. When it starts splitting down the middle, those ribs are done. I did not wrap these. I preferably don't like to wrap ribs, especially in foil. It kind of makes them mushy and fall off the bone. I like ribs that when I pick up a bone and take a bite, tugs off the brim. Look at those. Let's try these. Okay, I sliced a couple of ribs off here. Now I have the sauce, the mopping sauce, I set aside earlier where it never came in contact with the raw meat. And I can just brush this on the top. Now the mopping sauce is a mustard vinegar based sauce. It's not thick. It's not like a barbecue sauce. So you're going to get a lot of tang. And with the pepper I put in there and the Tabasco, you get a little bit of heat also. It's mopped. Look at those. Gorgeous. Let's try one. Beautiful ribs. Look at that. So thick. You take a bite, they don't fall off the bone. You get a little tug. Very tender. Amazing smoke flavor. And this mop sauce, it's fantastic. I just want to dance. It's so good. You've got to try this. You have to try this. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to eat my slab of ribs now and enjoy a nice San Diego IPA. Perfect combo. Thank you for watching. Please try this recipe. You're going to love it. If you like my channel, like this recipe, please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time.